I didn't. Did I give you that?
No, it's okay, because I have it on my
I
computer.
didn't, that's what I thought, but I have extras if
No,
you
I'm
want
all good.
one. Okay.
And I even have started using like OneNote to take my notes, so I'm all electronic, look at this, no more
I love
notebooks.
that. I love all of
This is the lakeside behind.
that. Oh,
There'll be a deck in front, and it wraps around here, so this roof line will go over
that's a dream.
the rest of that.
This, all of it, that's a dream.
Should be nice.
It will be amazing. Okay, very good. We are live, so if you can silence your phones, I mean, you can keep talking. Yeah. I can't wait to see when the outside is finished. Like with the-
Roof and siding.
How many times have we seen this thing?
You know, because you're far away, right? And then the pictures of the lake. The lake must be over in the
I think she's still sad that the old house is gone.
yeah. It's hard, but exciting.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, boy. So, what do you want me to put up on the board first? Do you want me to put the site plan up, just so we're ready? Yes? Yes, please. Okay. Oh, wait. Dated submission. There we go.
There we good.
Mhm.
Alright. Good evening, everyone. This is the Planning Board, Village of Warwick, meeting, February 10th, 2026. First thing we're going to do is stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. She moved the flag, I stood there.
You were looking more.
I was like, where's the
I
flag?
changed the flag because you can't see it from the TV, and I thought that our residents would want to see the flag.
Just staring at the
but it was
TV.
very-
So in fairness to the attorney that's looking around, the flag did move. I'm used to it like
It did.
over there.
It moved
It moved.
a while ago.
That one was-
Kristen, would you like to do the roll call?
Yes, I will do the roll call. Jesse Gallup,
Here.
Brian Barber is absent. Vanessa Holland,
Here?
Scott Brown,
Here.
Bill Olson,
And I'm here.
Keith Woodruff,
Here.
and Elizabeth Cassidy.
Here.
Kind of motion to accept the meeting minutes from January 13th, 2026.
Also
So-
move.
Second?
Can you do the work session too before that?
Work session.
It's above it.
Oh, did I? I skipped
Yeah,
right over that.
sorry, the first.
I'll do that next. That's right. Do you want to do this motion first?
What?
Sure. I move to
Alright.
accept the minutes from the work session.
Is there a second?
I second.
All right, all in favor?
Work
Aye.
session.
Aye. All right. I'll go back to what I skipped. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes from the work session from December 9th, 2025?
Work session or what? Work session now?
Yeah, because I skipped it.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't matter what
I'll
order.
still move.
All right. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
None opposed. So first application on the agenda is 24 Howe Street. Yeah, oh, you know, there's no chair. Drag a chair.
And did everybody hear safe? You're
Yeah,
good?
yeah.
All right, so I think the purpose of this meeting, obviously, is a public hearing. Were there any questions from the board or
Nope.
Liz or Keith? Did you have any other follow-up items? I think everything was addressed from previously, correct?
Yes.
They didn't. Well, yeah, they didn't submit any revised plans,
Yeah.
Right.
so it's the
We're
same
gonna wait for
continuation.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Move to open the public hearing.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Sure.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Who was the second?
Bill,
Okay, thank you.
I will read
Fast.
I guess.
planning board, or sorry, the public hearing notice. Please take notice that the planning board of the Village of Warwick will hold a public hearing at the Village of Warwick Village Hall, 77 Main Street, Warwick, New York, 10990 on February 10th, 2026 at 7:30 PM or as soon thereafter as possible on the application of David and Cecile Jones for site plan approval to authorize construction of a 10 by 24 shed with variances located at 24 Howe Street, Village of Warwick, section block lot 210-14-13. A copy of the application is available for review in the building planning department located at 77 Main Street, Warwick, New York, 10990 during regular business hours by order of the planning board of the Village of Warwick, Jesse Gallo, chairman, dated January 15th, 2026. I'll open up to the public if anybody.
Just before we do that, do we approve the mailings and publication?
Yes.
Okay. If anybody would like to speak, just stand, just state your name. Okay. That's no one present. Did we get any mail?
No written correspondence, no
correspondence?
emails.
Okay.
I move we close the public hearing.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the public hearing is closed. No comments. We did receive a draft resolution. Did anybody have any comments on that? Or? Liz, did you want to go over any of your comments, or I guess maybe some resolutions?
Again, we don't have a new submission, and my comments are largely a carryover. I did, in anticipation of this evening, circulate the draft resolution for your consideration. One was public comment. We've obviously received no public comment, so that highlighted section I'll change to say that there is no public comment. We didn't receive correspondence in response to this public hearing notice, but we did receive the January 6, 2026 correspondence from Paul and Patricia Bain, generally in support of the project. And then I just want to go through the findings as set forth in the resolution. A couple of highlights. It is not subject to 239 referral. It is a type 2 action under seeker. And then with respect to your findings, you needed to make findings that the project satisfies the objectives and design standards, and that's set in 145-91. Specifically, the board finds that the proposed shed is consistent with the style and scale of the surrounding neighborhood. The project will not alter existing access and traffic patterns. And then I've recommended granting site plan approval subject to the following conditions. Most of these are our usual conditions. Submitting the necessary copies, approval condition on paying all fees. Sorry, we gotta pay all the fees. Proof that, again, and then the plan shall not be signed until the chair receives confirmation from me and Keith that those conditions have been satisfied. I also incorporate, so nobody forgets, the conditions of this approval shall be fulfilled within 12 months, or this resolution expires. You can ask for an extension, so if you need an extension for some reason, for good cause, you can make that application and we can discuss that extension. And then the approval is subject to 145-98. Again, that's with respect to timing of conditions. All the conditions in this shall be satisfied prior to the issuance of the building permit. And then no approval is intended or given by this resolution for any elements depicted on adjoining property. So sometimes your site plan shows an element on an adjoining property. If it's not within the boundaries, it doesn't count. And then I've included the village's construction hours, which it's a shed. I highly doubt there'll be long-term construction that would be an issue. The specific condition is we do need to satisfy the review comments provided by the village engineer dated January 7th, 2026, and my comment memo, and I don't think I actually have much in there. Mine is January 13th, which I will add. I don't think I have anything. Are there any other conditions the board wishes me to add?
Keith, you didn't have any additional ones, right? Other than what you've already provided?
No, they were all pretty much straightforward as far as adding notes to signature block.
Alright.
And the only other one that it just popped in my head, and I apologize for the last second addition, we had discussion of the use and occupancy. It's just the shed's not intended as habitable space.
That's correct.
So I'll add that as a condition to the approval resolution.
So it's just that change, the public comment change.
And my memo,
Yeah, adding.
there's not a lot,
date
there's,
on there.
Yep.
shed is not intended as habitable space. Or shall not be used.
I move we approve the resolution as drafted with those minor tweaks.
Is there a second?
Sure, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
I sure am.
You've gone through a long process for a shed.
For sure.
For sure that.
I agree.
Motion by, Scott made the motion, Vanessa made the second.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's it. So I think it's just getting the site plan edited, right, Keith?
Yes.
And then once that's edited, submitting it just to Liz and Keith just to review it before you, I guess, print out a bunch of copies. So, just let
Right.
them review it, say, yep, it's all good, and then.
So, what I talked about last time, because Cecilia is in bad shape, I'm gonna take your block and I'm just gonna paste it on top of the one that's there and have all the right numbers in
And
it.
you're comfortable with that?
You know,
It's not a stamped or signed plan, so there's no education law requirements for that.
Okay.
yeah, okay.
And we have a secondary survey, we have a
Yes,
survey
we have
on
the
file,
actual,
a
yes.
separate survey that we're not altering that survey.
Correct.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I think in this instance, and given the de minimis nature of the application, I'm comfortable with that.
Yep.
So, like I said, just send a copy of it to Keith before you print out
Sure.
a bunch of copies.
Yeah.
And that way he can say you got everything or you didn't get, there's nothing worse than printing out copies and then throwing them
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Now, do you want me to scan it in a PDF?
Yes, please.
Okay. I think the Warwick Print Press can do that, right?
Yes, they can.
Yeah, okay.
All right. That's it.
We're done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. You guys have a note out here about the board, the review board for, oh God, what is it called now? The antique review board, not the.
Architectural and historic
Architectural.
district review board.
Yeah, I mean, what's that about? And are you guys still looking for somebody? Because I might be interested in joining it.
Oh, no, you have to apply through the village clerk.
I know, I understand
So
that.
clerk at Village of Warwick NY
Yeah.
.gov. So that's how you apply with your
Yeah,
resume.
I guess I'm kind of interested in like.
This
it's-
board doesn't
know
do
anything about it. Never
no,
mind.
and they don't have anything to do with it. They're the planning board and they're appointed by
Okay.
the mayor. So come
Gotcha.
and see Raina Abramson tomorrow.
She
if
down
you're
the
in-
first floor?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and she's
Okay.
lovely.
Yeah.
And she'll help you.
Okay, Good. That sounds cool. Thank you all very much,
Yes.
and we'll get this done ASAP. Believe me, I'm not gonna be looking for an extension.
It just,
As soon as the snow melts, she'll
Yeah.
work.
Well, actually, I was thinking about it, I'm going, oh man, I can't even start, but you know what, I better talk to the Goshen place and see how long it takes them to build one. So maybe this is perfect time.
Every once in a while, a year goes by faster than people think it does. And so we just put it in the resolution so everybody's aware. When in doubt, and it can be a simple letter, hey, this was my hiccup, I ran. 99% of the time, the board will grant an extension. You know, I don't think I've experienced the board not
If
granting
this
it.
takes me another
For
year,
sure.
I think.
Yeah.
So I put it out there just so everybody has it up front and
Yeah.
center.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is 23 Wheeler Avenue site plan application.
Hello,
Hi,
how are you?
Good, how are you?
you can bring up more chairs if you want.
We had the whole crew here.
Whole gang.
All right. So I believe the update is primarily that you went in front of the zoning board, right? And got the required variances. You want to just give us a rundown of the variances again? What exactly?
Yes. So we're putting a two-story addition off the rear and side of the property. So we had to get a side yard, a side setback, total side setback, and then distance to an accessory structure variance from the zoning board.
Good. Liz, did you want to go through some of your
Um,
comments?
so the only changes I have, I just wanna make sure you have a letter it's fairly old, so you should have it, a letter from the Orange County Department of Planning from September 26th with a local determination. They did have a couple of fairly de minimis comments. They'll just be I'll make those as conditions of approval. And then, you've already beaten us to it, you merged the lots, so that's already been done, so we don't even need to make that a condition of approval, and they did get their variances. So tonight, the only thing I need done tonight is to set the public hearing for March. Unfortunately, they do need a second public hearing for our board, but we would put that at our March regular meeting.
Before we do that, Keith, did you have any?
Yeah, I'll go
outstanding
through them real
comments?
quick. Provide the location of the existing water and sewer and gas services to the building, just to verify that the proposed addition is not going to modify or require any modifications from those existing utilities. The applicant has identified that no trees will be removed from this application, or as part of this application. Please provide a note on the plans detailing this. The applicant has stated that the existing retaining walls along the creek will not be modified. Provide a note also detailing that. They have stated that no changes are proposed to the two existing accessory structures. Again, just add another note to the plans. And the existing vegetation screening along or adjacent to the village parking lot is going to remain to the extent possible. Again, just add another note. So that's just so the board remembers. There's the village's parking lot right here on the corner. Yep. Yeah, so there is some existing low-level screening, some bushes and so forth that they identified that they're going to try to maintain. And then just number the sheets of the plan set. So 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3.
Okay.
And that's it.
Keith, are those changes significant enough where they should reprint before a public hearing?
No.
And you guys are ready for March 10 public hearing? I move we schedule a public hearing for March 10.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. I think that's it for tonight.
Perfect. Thank you.
I will get
Simple.
Kristen the notice.
Okay.
It's gonna be substantially similar, it's just gonna be a different board.
Okay.
To mail out, and she'll get you the instructions to do
Perfect.
that. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
It'll be the same process.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. See you next month.
It's too efficient.
What's the process for the merge? To declare that?
If both lots, the taxes are fully paid, it is, and it's under the same ownership, it's literally a letter to the assessor saying, please
Assessor.
merge them. So,
Nice.
It takes the county longer to actually process the paperwork than it does.
To do it, file
Yeah.
and.
yeah.
No, I'm sorry, how do you do that?
You send a letter to the assessor saying, please merge the lots.
You don't need a plan? prepared?
Nope. Because you're deleting a lot line, you're actually reducing your rights.
Oh, okay, because I
So-
have 2 lots on my property.
But if you merge them, there's no
Right.
going back.
There's no going back without something
Neither,
approval. Yeah.
the one in the back is not accessible to anything. I don't know why, but there are 2 lots.
And sometimes, back in the 30s and 40s, and in a lot of places, you'll see these old school subdivisions where they literally just took a line and went, and there's, all these lots, and they're not really buildable that
No,
small.
definitely not.
And you'll see people that, if you look on their tax map, they have 3 or 4 lots with one house. That's when you merge. That's the kind
Yeah.
of situation where you merge them. Also, so you only get 1 tax bill. If you have 2 lots, you get 2 tax bills.
That's great. Yeah, I think those guys
Will
were
it
skeptical
increase the
when we-
taxes?
When we brought it up.
Usually not. It actually lowers the tax. Usually it lowers the taxes.
Oh, okay.
Lowers the taxes. It also eliminates, because if you have 2 lots, like base units like recycling, which is just a flat rate, you're paying twice.
Right.
Mm.
So if you have 1 lot and you're only paying
Yeah.
1.
Just,
With
So-
a landlocked lot.
Yeah, so in appropriate situations, merger can be a good thing and cheaper.
just a letter to the assessor, I'll do that.
Alright, so
Learn something.
the last item on the agenda
Hold an audible on you guys, I'm sorry.
is 30 Brady Road, multifamily site plan application. Velvezio had added this.
Yes, and I apologize for the audible on you guys. This application was before us several months back. They're seeking to replace an existing single-family house on Brady Road with a 4 multifamily.
It's 4.
It doesn't matter. So it is a special use permit, and as such, it needs to go in front of the village board as well as us. I did have a conversation this week with actually yesterday, with the village's attorney's office regarding the coordination between the 2 applications and to make it as streamlined as humanly possible. So in that respect, what we're going to do is, this was the meeting, I wasn't here, you declared lead agency. Because there are multiple agencies, it's a very narrow distinction, but I would ask you to revise your resolution, declare intent to be lead agency, and we would do a coordinated circulated review. So, the applicant is aware that we're making this motion. I emailed their consultant, and I got an email from Brian's office saying, sounds good to me. So that's the distinction. I'll get the notice to Kristen tomorrow so that we can then circulate. That would put, what that does is, under our current, if the current resolution stands, we do 1 seeker, the village board does 1 seeker. So by modifying and circulating, we do both seekers and the village board relies on our seeker. So that's the technical distinction. And of course, it was at the meeting, I wasn't here, so I would ask that you revise your November 12th to declare intent for lead agency and to conduct a coordinated review.
Would anyone like to make that motion?
I'll move that we declare our intent to be the lead agency on this project and proceed with a coordinated review.
Alright, is there a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright, that was it on that
Yep.
application. Alright.
Thank you for your guidance.
And the reason you say declare intent is technically the village board could say, no, we want to be lead agency,
Right.
and you could have a fight. So you declare your intent, and then everybody has to, somebody has to
About it.
object.
Right.
Usually nobody objects.
Yeah.
99% of the time, the planning board is the one doing that. Who was my second?
Alright, in that application, that just went through zoning? No, they don't need ZBA, right?
Well, they just went to the HDRB.
That's what it was, right.
Yes,
Okay.
but no, they don't need variances.
Right. Okay.
But they need the special use permit
From the
from
village.
the village
Yes.
board, yes.
And
No variance.
just so everybody is aware, we had a back and forth between, and we discussed apartments versus multifamily. The village attorney has specifically requested that Boris give us you are a apartment or you are a multifamily, so then this board knows what to do.
Could you tell us what the difference is in short terms?
Not much. One multifamily has specific standards, whereas apartments does not and only has general. So with your special use permits and your conditional use permits, there's specific standards and then there's general standards and specific standards. General standards apply to all the uses that fall in that category. Multifamily, for some reason, this is one of the quirks in the code. I have it tabbed, so when we do a zoning amendment that the board might want to look at that issue. Has specific standards and apartments do not. Your apartment definition or your multifamily definition implies vertical versus
Liz, can you speak louder for the public that's in the back because they're having difficulty hearing and they're here for
I
that.
don't want to
They-
interrupt
they-
you,
They
you on a
want
roll.
it's all right.
Sorry, thank you.
I'll turn this way so my voice isn't.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bouncing off.
It's hard when my back is.
that's all right.
Multifamily definition implies, it's a little vague, but implies vertical versus side by side. So we've asked the building inspector for an interpretation on that issue. So we have a position, and then if they like it, we move forward. If they don't like it, they can appeal that determination to the ZBA and argue otherwise.
How many units can you have in a multifamily? Is there a limit to number of units?
It's based on acreage and
I'm sorry.
it's based on acreage and how big your lot is.
Okay. And there's no difference in number of units in apartments versus
I don't,
Multifamily.
we
multi?
don't think so. There was a quirky provision we were looking at, but that in further review applies when there's multiple buildings and not
Multiple.
a
This is
single
one
building.
single building, right?
So, again, we always start with our building inspector. Whenever we have a question as to what does the zoning mean, the building inspector gets first crack at what does it mean.
Yeah.
Even if his determination is wrong, that gives us a point. We can either go to the ZBA and ask the ZBA to opine, but the planning board itself is not the right board to do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions? I think that one wraps that up. All right. So I have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that.
Someone's gonna make a motion.
Oh, I'll make a motion. Sorry, I
All
thought
right.
you said we made a
by
motion.
Vanessa. Second.
I'll second.
All right.
All right.
I don't want you
All in
to
favor?
I know, that's,
Aye.
that's all we've been doing.
downhill skiing tonight or?
I've
slide.
lost track.
Elizabeth, do you know when the meeting's gonna be for the public hearing for that 30?
Oh, they've got a ways to go.
Yeah, they haven't done any detailed design.
Yeah, we're not,
Just, I
Yeah.
just wanted to know.
Ballpark it, 6 months, a
I,
year?
depends on the applicant,
Okay.
Okay.
but not next month. Let's put it that way.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.